Hitman, the game where you hit on men. I mean, the game where you kill men and women. Agent 47 doesn't discriminate. Either way, today we are going through probably one of the most psychopathic and manipulative ways you can beat one of Hitman's first missions, the Spain one, which is one of my personal favorites. Now, actually, any of the items you get don't matter, and don't really consider this as a guide, but more of a comedic retelling of it, and it's a completely sociopathic method of getting rid of these horrible people. So it's okay because they're horrible people, and also not real. YouTube. Either way, um, Agent 47 decides to go get himself some sun in lovely Spain or Italy or wherever this is. I think it's Spain. Um, and along the way, besides soaking up a lot of sun, getting some nice sunburns, 47 has been alerted to the presence of a couple of eugenic maniacs trying to curate an evil virus worse than the Umbrella Corporation's evil virus. So, we must stop this from happening. Da-dun, da-dun! First things first is manipulation. So to do that, we need to take this guy's clothing, and to do that, we need to turn on a radio until he wakes up, and then turn it back off. Besides, obviously, making him think he's schizophrenic, this gets him to walk over and use the bathroom eventually. First, we have to sit and blend in on this chair and wait a really long time. One really long time wait later, he finally waltzes down after taking a really obscure and obnoxious route to this plaza area place with a well. But don't worry, he's not done here, because apparently he needs to make a call to someone and then make fun of them and then hang up. What are we in, the 80s when people did that? I don't know. I'm not born in the 80s. Either way, after making that ridiculously long call, he decides to go take a bathroom break, but suspiciously looks behind him in case he's being followed. This does nothing, and Agent 47 is about fed up with waiting, as this guy's just taking forever. Doesn't even lock the door behind him, by the way. So we're going to show him what happens when he doesn't lock the bathroom door. Either way, this guy's not dead. He's just silently taken out and unconscious with potential brain damage. So now we can steal his skin in his really cool handbag, which I actually really like. I have one similar to it. Either way, after catching some nice sun, which is what he originally intended to do, Agent 47 waltzes down, talks to the science lady. Science lady says, "I want to talk to you more, but we can't do it out in the sun because I'm a vampire." And so we walk into the vampire alleyway, talk a bunch, and apparently I'm pretending to be this guy who wanted to tell someone something, and they'd get a bunch of money, I think, or acquisition something or other. Hitman's plot is way too complicated for my brain, so I have no clue what's going on. They're just talking, honestly. I would fast forward through this part again, but the last dialogue is really interesting. I just forgot to add volume to it. Agent 47 says he likes to get his hands dirty, which can be taken in multiple different ways. Then the doctor starts going off about moral high ground, which has nothing to do with the situation. In which case, she mistakenly decides to turn her back on him. So, after being so insulted, we get rid of her, talk to her two bodyguards who clean up the mess, and then go out over this precipice because we need to go to the entrance of the secret base to destroy the virus out of pure spite. Fortunately, the entrance to the secret base is guarded by one person who is still on Doom 93 version of life, and so can't see below him. This scientist is having a rough day, talking to the guards, and so we decide to make his day a little more interesting and also a lot shorter. Agent 47 has now decided that he's a green energy enthusiast, and so makes sure to turn off lights behind him and also randomly flashbang people in case. That's a floodlight. It's quite powerful. I mean, either way, hopefully these guards' retinas are permanently damaged from our hilarious prank. Now we have access to the secret base. Ether's field lab. If this is a field lab, I don't want to know what the home base lab looks like. Either way, not manipulating. Easily traversing our way into the secret base. We get changed into this hazmat suit in like 0 seconds. I don't know how that works really, but it's fine. And now I have to make sure that none of the other people know the very bad, not good thing we're about to do. So we do other very bad, no good things to them because they're making even worse very bad, no good things. So it's morally justifiable, I assure you. This guy's gonna tell other people of the very bad, no good thing we're doing, which is better than the very, very bad, no good things that they're doing. And I'm gonna make sure to get rid of both of the bodies. Because, you know, well, they'll just take a little nap and they'll be found at some point later, probably. Or their oxygen tanks will run out and they'll be found a lot later, more smelly like. Now this lab is very complicated. There's lots of things you have to do, like press buttons and just make sure that these two guys right here aren't looking at Agent 47 when he triggers the virus to exterminate by messing with other things that say don't mess with us. Like so. I, again, don't know what this really means, but hopefully it will get other people to go do things. Hey, look at that. We're the best. Agent 47 can now go destroy that virus. In which case he does, without even being, like, suspected of anything. After destroying the virus, we turn back into our lab coat and use our key card to get out of there because this lab is meaningless now unless we want to go on a murder spree. Which we don't need to because the guards are so useless that it would be boring anyway. I just snuck up right behind this one and was able to take all of his things and he didn't even care. In fact, he wouldn't even get up and walk away, so we had to put him in a timeout box. Anyways, after putting the guard in a timeout box, we pick up another key card because I want it even though I already have one. And we're able to get up into the very, very well guarded by one person who also can't see behind them, but even if they did, it wouldn't matter because we could just push them off the precipice. What was I saying? I don't know. Either way, we find the way inside this building to get this VHS tape, which for some reason is important. I don't know why, but it'll all be revealed to us shortly. After grabbing the VHS tape, we are able to head all the way back down, out one door, into the other door, and then down some stairs, through another door, or we're skipping the door part, right into the VHS player. At this point that our last target's coming in, so we hurriedly disguise ourselves as whatever this is, bubonic plague doctor thing. Anyways, this guy states he does not remember leaving the projector on, and we'll just let the scene play out.
Still tastes like ashes in my mouth. I hang my head and cry when I think of spaghetti bones rotating here. It's now I roll the streets around your house like a beast in the night. You are all that I'm thinking of. Look at you. Pathetic little turd.
Okay, well, we don't need any of that talk. I'm sorry.
So we clean up his body, get changed again, and try to put our knife back, but we can't, so we just drop it. Go out another door, and now we can start making our way back to our car, which is a nice little Volkswagen Bug. Now, on our checklist, what have we accomplished today? We killed 2 people who were trying to make a very bad, no good virus. We killed the viruses trying to kill very good, no bad people. And, we choked a couple people, somehow didn't get Silent Assassin, which I don't know how that happened. I waltzed past a bunch of guards who will probably never know how poorly of a job they did, and stole a Volkswagen Bug. Sapienza, Spain, yeah. Oh, there's a guy lying on the side of the road. That's some thing that I'm not dealing with right now. Either way, I think the mission was a success because 47 also got a nice tan, which you'll probably have to work off, as the next mission might be in Alaska. I don't know. It's sort of a case-to-case basis. Either way, the game told us we did very, very well, and so that's where we're going to end it, because why spoil a good thing? And also, I have other things I need to do with my life, like finding out the most messed up way to go about all of the other levels, including France.